everybody. We are R.A.N.T. We have wicked ways here.
You got Pelgrad over there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm Tom Chatelet, joining you from the Twitter sphere.
And we are R.A.N.T. We just talk about shit. So let's get on with it.
Oh yes.
I've been reading about the flat Earth conspiracy stuff.
Or is it the truth?
It could be.
It could be. It could be.
It's pretty convincing.
I think it's more like movie previews.
Yeah.
They all sound good when you fucking first see them.
Right.
I know. I've actually thought about. I wanted to people send up the balloons and the whatnot, the weather balloons. I think it'd be cool to do to squash it once and for all, because I don't necessarily think the world is flat, but I think it'd be funny to squash it once and for all and send like a celebrity who thinks the world is flat in a spaceship up into the atmosphere,
right?
To be like look down and be like, oh, never mind, guys, JK.
Right. Well, there was a private or a citizen-run company that flew the first rocket, that was privatized, that was run by just regular people, and it went up 75 miles into the air and had a camera on it, but the camera was facing down. But as it was spinning, going up, they count down 3, 2, 1 when they hit the 75-mile mark, and the rocket, boom, hit something and stopped.
What?
Yeah. There's an actual video of that happening. It was like it's spinning, and all of a sudden you hear, boom, and the rocket just kind of stops and then kind of starts to free fall. Which is pretty bizarre.
Jesus Christ, we're going down some rabbit holes tonight, I have a feeling.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Are we on Periscope right now?
No. Let me see if I can get it running.
I was sitting here trying to fucking find us on Periscope.
Yeah, no, it was locking that shit up. So
and I
we should have just told Pelgrad that we're on Periscope and have him just try to find us.
Yeah. That's the whole video.
You want to talk about going down rabbit holes? Go look at what people are fucking posting on a Saturday night. Or what, it's Friday night for you assholes.
Yep.
But yeah, there's some strange motherfuckers out. That's one of the reasons Periscope's a beautiful place to start. Because it doesn't matter what we talk about, I can always be like, not as crazy as that motherfucker. Right there.
Oh, I should probably record this, huh? All right.
Yeah,
let's do this again. We are R.A.N.T. I didn't record this on the OBS. We are R.A.N.T.
Not contrived at all.
At
teleprompter free. It's teleprompter free, folks.
Rev Wicked. And you are?
Pelgrad's hitting the bong.
I wish. That's,
and I am Tom Chatelet.
All right. Let's see. I want to bring something up here. Let's see. Share screen. I will share there's our logo. Bam. All right.
I like it.
And flat Earth maps. Flight maps. Okay, check this out.
Okay. Which one's the one with the halo? Which one's the one with the bowler? And which one's the one with its dancing? I'm assuming I'm the dancing one in the background.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's not in the background. He's dancing on the finger.
Well, obviously, I'm the guy with the.
Oh, he is dancing. Yeah, he's dancing on the finger.
I'm the guy smoking, probably.
I guess that leaves
I
me.
mean, Telegram the angel.
I am.
Yeah. I don't know.
You guys thought you were fucked before.
I think each one represents all of us.
Don't hedge. Don't hedge.
Yeah.
He's being politically correct. I think everybody has a little bit of everything. We all get a participation trophy.
Yeah. You did well today. Holy shit,
Did you ever see The Longest Yard? I think it was the new one with what's his face, and he's giving the guy estrogen pills, and then he's like, at the football game, he's like, everyone is trying very hard. He's like crying.
That's what fluoride really is.
My stepson was in Cub Scouts. I used to take him, and they did this regalia thing where they built instead of the cars they build and race them, they build the boats, and they have like a rain gutter like 6-8 feet long, filled with water, and the kids, 2 on each side, and the kids run down next to them blowing the sail so the boats go down. My stepson won, right? And I turned to the lady that was running it. I go, well, he won. Is there any trophies or anything? She goes, oh, no, we don't do trophies here. I was like, what? So I went down to,
Go ahead.
Trophies are racing.
I went down to a trophy store and got him a fucking trophy, first place, the boat on top of it.
That's what I do anyway. I always buy my own trophies. By the way, my trophy case is stacked right now.
Yeah. All right.
I am pretty much undefeated at everything I buy a trophy for.
Can you see this picture?
I can see
the RANT.
Oh.
It looks very nice. Now I can see your lovely mug.
Okay, so here we go. There we go. You see that?
Yes.
Yeah, deep inside the rabbit hole. So I guess on the left is the globe version of flight patterns.
Right.
And the flat Earth shows it why they do it. It's more direct. Now, why would they fly from Australia up through the United States and then down to South America or Chile?
Because it's fun. And it uses more gas. They get to charge more money.
I don't think they do. Okay. I think that's the fact that you're trying to plot out a 3D course on a two-dimensional map.
Yeah, somebody just fucking drew this, so we don't know.
I have all those maps, by the way. I just draw crazy shit and then I put it on the internet. Yeah. By the way, if you guys want to know where the flat Earth theory came from, it was me. I just started drawing crazy shit on maps and put it online, and people believed it.
That's the thing. You don't even have to you don't have to give an explanation. People will come up with their own stupid shit.
Yeah, you just do it. Yeah, let's see, like that one. All right. Let's get the fuck out.
Baller. I think I would baller flat earther. Yep, that was me. I made that.
Which one are you?
I made it. I rule the flat earth.
Okay. We'll stop sharing that bullshit. Yeah, you're right. We don't know what the fuck is that. I mean, but there's been documented that from people back in the 1800s, naval ships with their logs and their, the captain's fucking log and shit. And
I've looked into it. Like I said,
they've said that they said they documented going south as far as they could until they came to a 200-foot ice wall, and then they sailed the equivalent of 65,000 miles on a ship along the length of that wall, and there was not one way past it.
Okay, think about that though. How far does a sailing vessel at that time, on average, sail a day?
Well, they were sailing for 4 months and they didn't get past it.
Okay, but how far do they sail a day?
I don't know.
How much rum were they drinking a day? Maybe they just got confused. Maybe they just kept flipping over.
Well, no.
Like,
I mean, I guess, yeah. Navy ships
okay,
are not.
let's just put it. 65,000 miles would take you
Around the Earth.
what? Fucking no. Let's just say in a plane, in a 747 traveling at 600 miles an hour. Yeah, you're talking that would take you 10 days or some shit.
Okay, so 4 months on a sailing ship, obviously, because it was 1800s. They they sailed south, and not only did they come across this huge ice wall that they sailed west, I think. As far as the eye could see east, they saw the wall, and then they sailed west for 4 months, and they did not come to an area where they could go around this ice wall.
Okay. Let's say that's true,
Yeah.
right? What ship were they sailing?
I don't know. It was like Captain Cook, and they named all these names. There's actual documentation on.
But okay. Let's assume that those accounts are accurate, right?
Yeah.
What were they fucking eating for that long? You figure to sail from England to the fucking South Pole, right?
Yeah.
What is that? 3 months?
Yeah, but they probably stopped into South America. At the very tip is what is that, Cape Hope at the bottom of South America?
Okay, let's say they did. Let's say they stopped and they fully provisioned at the fucking the Cape of Good Hope is in South Africa.
Okay, yeah.
Straits of Gibraltar at the South America.
Okay, so either one.
But let's say, pick one.
So South America would be the closest.
And fully provisioned in a place where it's not like they had a fucking 7-Eleven.
No,
But let's say they fully provisioned.
Didn't have a 7-Eleven?
No.
That's what I'm saying. But let's say they did. Let's say they stocked up on fucking Slim Jims and soda pop.
Yeah.
Shit that wouldn't go bad for 4 fucking months.
That's some bad ship diarrhea, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They shit off the side. It's not like they got a fucking sewage pump or something, right? There's no fucking septic tank.
Hang your ass off the rail.
That helps get rid of the sharks following you. All right? That's a ship sinking management technique. If you've been shitting off the fucking, and if it's dirty, nasty 7-Eleven diarrhea shit, sharks are going to be less likely to fucking try to investigate anything that goes over.
Makes sense.
But let's just say they did. So you're telling me they sailed, let's say, just another week south. And then they sailed for 4 fucking months.
Yep.
Which in Antarctica, since it's very small, as far as the hemisphere on the bottom would be, should have gotten them just about all the way around the fucking globe.
Right.
So now they have the problem of, if they don't know where they are, they've sailed 4 months until what I'm assuming is going to, let's say they didn't sail around all. Let's say flat Earth is correct, and it's a fucking impenetrable ice wall, right?
Yeah.
Now, Columbus's men were worried about starving at 3 months because they knew that if they didn't turn back immediately, they were fucked.
Right.
So now you're talking about 4 months. I mean, you're starting to run into a logistics problem, and that's without doing all the fucking math of how much.
You know what?
Tonnage
They could have just been sailing around the goddamn continent of Antarctica.
Here's my problem. Here's my problem, because I've looked into the flat Earth theory, because I have crazy conspiracy friends, and I can be a crazy conspiracy guy sometimes. And I have my friends are like, dude, the flat Earth, you gotta look at the flat Earth. I'm like, okay, and then I do my very, very in-depth research, meaning I type in flat Earth on Google, and then I read the research that my friends had read. But here's a few problems. So, whatever. I like to keep my mind as open as possible. If the world's flat, fuck it, that'd be hilarious to me. It'd be like the biggest troll that's ever been happened, and I would love that. But one of the main problems I have with it is you can get a pilot's license. There are private pilots, just people who have got pilot's license that have airplanes. And in order for this whole conspiracy to fall together, that would be a huge problem. Just giving people willy-nilly pilot's licenses.
There's flight bans and ship bans to go in Antarctica. You can't do it.
Well,
Does
okay,
government
There's
Is it-
nothing to stop. There's nothing to stop really anybody from flying a private plane if they wanted over Antarctica or wherever.
whoa. Hold on. Does that have more to do with the fact that they don't want to fuck with the rescue operations or the? Hold on. Okay, so you know how you can't take a cell phone you can't use your cell phone when a plane's flying?
Yeah, I definitely know how you're not supposed to do that, and I definitely have never done that ever.
I don't own a cell phone, and the last time I was on a plane, you could
you
still
are aware of
smoke.
the fact that there are restrictions.
Holy shit. He's living in Amish country.
Anyway, but you are aware that there are restrictions.
Yes. No smoking.
That there are restrictions because certain frequencies would interfere with certain instruments on the plane, right?
They have airplane mode, right?
Allegedly.
Yeah. Okay, but
is that a real
I
thing
want
too?
to fucking stop fucking focusing on the goddamn fucking cell phone. The fact is that there are fucking frequencies that will fuck with certain instruments on the plane, right? Okay. So if you had a giant instrument like a radio telescope,
you'd be very popular, yeah.
And you fucking were beaming that into space from a undisclosed location, right?
Yep.
Say using a fuck ton of energy, you would probably want to keep aircraft or other instruments that would get fucked up by that from flying anywhere near it, right? Especially when you might be responsible for fucking going and rescuing the assholes who fucked that up, right?
Okay.
That might, not that I know, have something to do with why they don't want you flying over Antarctica.
And it's cold.
It's cold.
If I'm going to add my scientific 2 cents, it's because it's cold.
There's no 7-Elevens.
There's one 7-Eleven on Antarctica, but they only have one kind of Gatorade. It's bullshit. Don't even go there. It's not even worth it.
And they never have Slim Jims in stock.
Yeah, all their food is freezer burned. Fucking.
You just walk outside in the freezer.
You can't have hot wings. There's no hot wings. Only cold wings. Okay. Not fair.
Those fucking hot dogs have been on that roller for so long. That's how they make their Slim Jims.
Yeah, exactly.
Just keep the hot dogs on the rollers.
Yeah.
Until it becomes beef jerky.
Yep. All right. So, flat Earth is bullshit.
Here's the thing. I am a skeptic to the max.
So why haven't they ever taken a picture of the Earth? A real, full picture of the Earth?
Because the Earth is not photogenic. The Earth is very vain.
Oh, come on.
And it doesn't look great in photos, and it's very sensitive.
There's not one real photo of the Earth. Yet we have photos of Mars.
Oh, there's plenty of real photos of the Earth. They just don't give them to us because the Earth is not very pretty. That's all.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's scientifically, I proved it. We just debunked it with my science.
Can't argue with science.
I would love the Earth to be flat because would be hilarious to me. Not that I really care.
That's the other.
You know what? If it was
the
flat,
benefit?
That would make God real.
How?
Because what they say is,
God isn't real. Just
what do they say? A fermentation. God created a fermentation over the Earth or around like a dome over the Earth, the flat Earth, and what they say is the Milky Way you see is actually a crack in that dome because it produces light through that on the Milky Way. So they say that's actually a crack in the dome. That's what they say. I'm just quoting.
I want to meet these engineers because that's fucking. I mean, that is if you could build a dome around the Earth, why can't we? I mean, shit.
I mean,
you know what I have to say about that? I think the NFL is slacking. Why the fuck can we build a dome around the Earth, but the NFL they like have 60,000 people stadiums? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Let's put a whole dome around California, please.
And then cap it.
Right.
What just like LA and San Diego.
Then gas
Just
it.
just pick like Berkeley and then just dome it in. Just dome it in. Have whatever government you guys want. Just dome it in.
Yeah.
I think we solved a lot of problems. We just solved the flat Earth, the dome problem, and then the Berkeley problem. We'll just start doming things in because we have a huge dome.
Fermentation.
Let's just fermentation some shit going together and fucking fermentation Berkeley. And we'll just fucking. It's very scientific. If anybody doesn't understand, I have a degree in physics from Bullshit University, and it's basically universally standard. So,
Is that a BS? Do you get a BS next to your name?
it's a fact. That's a fact. I also have a very strong lady eye.
Tom Chalamet BS.
Careful. You know they're going to fucking take that out of context.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I really want the world to be flat. I would really love that because then I'm going to go to like the craziest person I know and be like, you fucking got me, bro. That's the one thing. Out of all the things you've told me that have been bullshit, that's the one thing you fucking got me.
What
My thing is the logistics to pull that off would be so huge, and there's so many uncontrollable variables. There's nothing to stop someone in a plane from just flying wherever they want. I mean, realistically,
right?
I
feel like, I guess they could just cover that up if something happened, but
no, that's the same thing. I go with some of the anti-vaxxer things with their RDFI chipping your kids. And I'm like, you realize how many people would have to be in on that?
I have huge problems with vaccines, and I have people inside the industry.
I'm not saying vaccines, right? Because, okay,
right.
I'll give you, like, I've read vaccination labels, and I've told Korean doctors, like, that, no, you're not giving my kid that. And
right.
I'm like, no, sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
My kid. But I'm talking, like, the RDFI chips. Like, they're chipping your kids.
Right.
Like, you realize how many people would have to sign off on that and then never talk about it for that to be.
I definitely don't think en masse there are RFID children at this point.
No, I don't think there is, but for people not to talk about it, they do that shit all the time, especially in the medical field.
Yeah, I have 17 RFID chips. Every time they get a new RFID chip, I don't even take the old one out. I just plug the new one back in.
Yeah, do you know that doctors do not want to like look into stuff further than they can read in a book just because they don't want to find something wrong with you?
That makes sense. That's what I would do. I just fucking wing it.
Stop yelling.
So, I mean, they
you gotta lay off those cigarettes, Pelgrad. They're gonna get to you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's just Korean Air, man.
Secondhand smoke over here.
That's racist. You can't say the Korean Air. What are you talking about? That's racist as shit, man.
I don't give a fuck. I get accused of being racist on a daily basis.
Hey,
it's not Korean Air.
I'm a misogynist, or I'm an Islamophobe.
Are you fucking?
I am blaming everything. I'm blaming every problem
on a daily basis.
I am blaming all my problems now on Korean Air. That's the new thing. Today I just didn't have the energy. I blame the Korean Air.
Well, God, I got a headache.
God, I'm not very attractive. Korean Air.
Korean Air.
Oh my gosh, that's my new scapegoat. Is Korean Air.
All right, I'm gonna share something else with you guys.
Yeah, share away, did Rev. I need more shares.
Where is it?
No more dick pics.
No.
Well, shit. What else are you gonna use all those 4 megabyte diskettes you have for?
Need more than that. Need more than 4 megabytes.
No, you don't.
All right. So there's your flat Earth. So we'll cross that one out. How about this one?
Well, just wait. Have we come to a resolution on flat Earth?
Yeah.
The other thing is,
we don't know.
What is the benefit of having a flat Earth theory?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Because what they say is that. All right, let me stop sharing here. What they say is that scientists and NASA are the devil, and they're trying to push God out of the picture. So by saying that there was the Big Bang Theory and there was, evolution and all this other stuff, that God's not a factor anymore. And the devil supposedly controls this plane.
I agree. I actually agree with most of that, even though I'm not a Christian per se. I like that idea. But again, it just seems like that's how we're gonna do it. We're just gonna fool everyone in the shape of the Earth.
Well,
I feel like there's a lot more efficient ways they could do that than lying about the shape of where we live. It's not like we can check that.
No.
They're like, oh, you guys, we got them. It's not like we can verify it anyway. Who's in on that joke? Like, what do you?
How many people have been up there to actually see it?
In that case, I'm starting a new thing. The Earth is a cube. The Earth's a cube. I just invented it. It's real.
Yeah.
It's the cube Earth theory. So,
You're right.
The devil,
Nobody can verify it.
Because of the devil, my mama says the Earth is square.
The Earth is square.
Like I said, what's the benefit?
It seems like a lot of pain in the ass for not a lot of shit. Do you think they would just be lazy, be like, fuck it, the world's flat? I don't know.
Right.
Believe what you want to believe. In fact, I would actually probably disbelieve God a little more. Like, if I would have a problem with God, he made a flat Earth and everything else is. I'm like, really, bro? This is uncreative. You made a flat Earth.
Right.
Not even creative.
Hey, no. That's where I always go with. What's the benefit?
Seems like a lot of work for not a lot of reward.
Right. I mean, why hide that fact if it is?
Well, and the thing, that would take that would bring up a whole lot of things, because that would you brought up the ship circumnavigating and all that stuff. That would mean that they would have had to have been doing this.
Well, they also say that surveyors don't survey and take the arc into consideration. They survey on a flat plane.
The Coriolis effect?
Yeah, that railroad engines could not actually go up the incline. It's 8 inches a mile, what the curvature of the Earth is. And they say inclines are hard enough. So why, they don't compensate for that. They don't add
There's
that in.
Easy ways. Okay, I got it, you guys. I got it. There's easy ways to disprove all this shit. Rev, we're gonna need 50 mil.
All right.
So if you can just go ahead and scrape that together, we're gonna go see the ice wall. We're gonna get on an old ship and we're gonna see the ice wall. I don't know why we're not gonna use a new ship. We're just gonna use an old ship.
Find PS Media on Patreon, right?
Yeah. We're gonna need some more Patreon subscribers. We're going to the moon, you guys.
Yeah.
We got shit to prove.
Yeah.
But we'll just build a space elevator.
Exactly.
Right.
Have you seen the laser elevators? Those things are dope.
I don't think that, because 8 inches in a mile is barely anything. That's not even a degree, is it?
No, probably not.
That's 700 of my penises.
But they say that if you looked and it was Tom's penis sticking up in the air, from a certain distance you could only see the tip of it and not the whole thing.
Right. That's a problem I have. That's a huge problem I have.
From 10 feet away because of the curvature of the Earth.
Yeah, exactly. The Coriolis effect from 3 inches away is causing problems, you guys. I have navigation. My GPS is all off. The whole thing.
I get that, bro. I can't see it now.
I haven't seen it since '69.
The curvature of the Earth.
Yeah. Oh, that would be a hilarious skit. Try to measure the curvature, in comparison to around my gut to my penis.
Flat stomach.
Yeah,
theory.
so I'm just looking here. We're talking
The flat stomach theory. Yeah.
8 inches in a mile. is nothing.
But your
Some of these guys
horizon
are
is
doing
flat,
1
right?
and 6.9.
Your horizon there is a straight line. There's no curve. How far can
How
you
big
see
is
each
your
way?
horizon?
Well, up here I can't see shit for very far, but
We can
No,
solve
okay,
this, you guys. We just got to get a spaceship.
yeah.
Look, well, I mean, look it. Let's take it on the ocean, where you
Okay.
have maximum visible distance.
Right.
Right. How far can you really see in the horizon at one time,
Well, that's
like
not,
without
that's,
moving your head?
you can't see that far.
So, what's the circumference of the Earth?
I don't. And a scientist, I don't fucking know that shit.
You got
Hey,
fucking Google.
768, 90,000 miles.
There is no circumference. It's flat.
Okay, let's say what is the supposed circumference of the Earth?
Like, I don't know. At the equator, I think it's like
Goddamn people in their fucking kilometers.
yeah. It's I read it, but I forgot.
Here, I'll look it up real quick because I'm a nerd.
No,
I actually
I'm on fucking.
Dude, Google is part of the
Wikipedia right
problem. Google's covering it up, so when you search on Google, it's
Of course it is. That's damn it. We have to measure with
So-
popsicle sticks. Everyone get popsicle sticks, and we'll measure the circumference or the distance of the Earth, depending on what shape.
Okay. The equatorial circumference of the Earth is 24,900 miles.
Right.
Right.
Damn.
Let's say you
That's what I
can
read.
see, and that's for 360 degrees, right?
at the equator. Yep.
Yeah. So let's say you're standing at the equator, looking out over the fucking ocean. The fuck's my calculator? Oh man.
You're in Korea. They should be all over the place.
We call them Asian.
Get out your abacus.
Yeah, get out your abacus and your Fu Manchu. We will figure this out.
Okay, so that means you'd have 1 degree every 69 miles, right?
Okay.
So a 1 degree of an arc, you'd have to be able to see almost 70 miles at once
Right.
from
But
a standing position to see a 1 degree arc.
so actually what they're saying in all these friggin' YouTube videos I've been watching is at 70 miles, it's like, they're saying it's like 200 feet difference from here to there. The curvature
Oh, I
of
see
the
what
Earth.
you're saying. I see what you're saying. It doesn't add up mathematically, is what they're saying.
Right, right.
Well, we got to get it. Okay, this is easier than going to the space.
According to what he just said, 1 degree is not what? How many feet?
It's almost 70 miles.
But how many feet?
That's to see the arc across.
But how
the
many?
horizon.
But how many feet? How many feet is 1 degree?
Holy fuck. 69. God damn it. You guys make me look up all this shit.
Well, I don't
Okay.
know. I ain't no math guy.
Hold on.
I make propaganda for a living. What are you talking about? I don't know anything.
So 5,280 feet in a mile.
Yeah. So 70 miles.
Well, 69, but so it'd be 365,200 feet. That's
What the
linear
fuck?
distance.
I feel like that's definitely not right.
But that's a distance. We're
That's a
talking,
linear distance.
what would the 1% be as far as
Yeah, the degree of like shift.
up and down? Yeah.
Then you gotta,
How high would that bump in the middle be from point to point?
now you're talking about
This
circumference
is
versus
very
radius.
easy. This is very easy for us to figure out. We need some money. We need to get a big ass fucking telescope, like a real good one. And then we need to have Pelgrad in Korea with it like naked, standing on the thing. And then from a distance, we'll use the telescope and see how far we can see his white ass.
Right.
Then you got to start. There's reflectability, and the fact that I'm super white is going to skew the results.
And they're gonna
It
say
would
it's
just
a
look like a mirror.
mirage.
It would just look like a mirror.
A mirage.
It's like looking for a reflection. Yeah, flash. It would be a flash in the distance.
Like a nuclear bomb going off.
This is possible. This is possible. We need a big ass telescope, and we need a fucking wide ass, and we're gonna figure this shit out. You know what would be funny is if we actually proved or disproved flat Earth theory using a white man's ass. That's very trolly. I like this idea.
Yeah.
Remember when Tom Chatelet and crew proved the flat Earth theory using a white man's ass? We'd call it the ass. We'd call it the ass discovery.
The fucking asshole.
The discovery. The discovery. Fucking. What if you stumbled? You know, I want to be the guy who accidentally stumbles on how you prove this shit. Like, did we go to the moon? Is the world flat around? Like, I want to be the one jackass who's like walking around one day and like somehow fucking proves this shit. He'd be like, well, I noticed I was looking at the sun and then an apple fell on my head and then all of a sudden I realized flat Earth proved. And he was like, what the hell? Damn.
Everyone believes it.
I want to be like I seriously, but I really want there to be like them drilling a hole in the ocean one day, like for oil or something, and then they open up the other side.
And all the
just
water drains out.
Like a big funnel just happens and everything starts pouring out from the bottom. Be like, oh shit, problem. We have a problem. We have to like Armageddon call Bruce Willis and try to bring shit in and plug the hole up.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Bursting right through the other side of the funnel.